right, welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. How's everybody doing? That's what I like to hear. Welcome back. We are back again with some more incredible stories of transformation and upliftment. And I always love this guest coming back again and again. She's been here for the third time now, and I hope she keeps coming because she has such a wisdom to share about so many levels of just parts of life. And I would love you to meet again. Financial doctor, the renowned financial doctor. She's got a podcast. She's a media personality, and she's also very, very wise in the financial industry. So please welcome back Eni Oszlai to the show. Eni, welcome.
Thank you so much, Nikki. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. You look lovely, always.
Thank you. It's one of the opportunities where I can finally wear my dresses.
Awesome. And you have some guests. Thank you for coming to support. Welcome. So I know you've been doing some globe trotting. So is the travel bug out? Are you still going back out there to do some more?
No, but it was great. It was really great to be around, other people, other cultures, just to see something else and spending time with the family and spending time with the kids. So that was priceless, really.
It was, eh? And I saw the pictures on social media. You look like you were having such a ball. So the priceless moments. So I always love getting the information about finances. Like, people think you're born to learn about money, but it's something that is taught. It's within your environment, and it's also something that you have to be very cognizant about how you approach it. But money is a relationship, right? And people don't realize that it's all about a mindset. So I know you're very big on the law of attraction. So tell us a little bit, or maybe give us some tips on how you can attract money. How can money chase you instead of you chasing money? What's the principle behind that?
That's actually an excellent question, Nikki. And the truth to the matter is that everything is energy. And actually, one of my guests today is Hitika, and she is actually a spiritual healer. And my other beautiful guest is my excellent, beautiful friend and sister, Ibi. She's a hydration specialist. But it's all about how we are creating difference in the life of others, right? Yes. And when you are giving out positive energy, you can't help but raising the vibrations around you. And so when you do so, then obviously you are changing what you are attracting as well. So it's almost like a chain reaction altogether. Now, speaking of which, you can't just, sit and hope that, okay, money will find me. But once you change the energy and once you start going into this thinking mode, okay, wait a second, this is where I am today. But is this my true being? Is it reflecting who I am? Or is it just a reflection of everything else up until to that point? So then if I change now, that means that I automatically change the outcome of what is going to happen in the future. So therefore, just as I said, everything is energy and everything is a chain reaction. When you actually put in the thoughts, which then reflect in your actions, then you will automatically change your future as well. So therefore, you will actually attract the money and all the opportunities that are creating that wealth that you deserve. I think we talked about it last time, that we are all born into abundance. And abundance is not just about money. Abundance is a mindset. It's a feeling, the opposite of lack. When you are thinking in a way, wait a second, I don't have enough, I'm not happy, and so on. What are you doing? You are in a negative vibration. But when you are in the space of, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for the opportunities that lie ahead of me, and you believe in it. It's a whole different mindset, and that will also dictate the future that you're generating for yourself, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how do you shift from a scarcity mentality to a mindset of abundance? How does
it's
that
actually
happen?
A very interesting topic, because two different objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So for instance, if I put this beautiful flower in my hand, but can I put anything else exactly in the same spot? No. I either need to put it underneath, above, or I have to push it away. So similarly, if we occupy our minds with something negative, then there's no space for the positive. So we actually have to let that go so that the positive can take its space and change everything around us. It's very simple. It's almost like physics.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I was having a chat not too long ago with a very brilliant woman who is in the financial industry, but she had a very interesting relationship with money. Where money was getting her to get into a shopping therapy, kind of like a retail therapy kind of exercise. And although she was counseling people on how to keep credit and she had, you know, all this information, she was racking up her credit cards. So it was almost like, you know, a mixed reality until she got someone to say, you need to change your mindset. So it's really important for people to just be cognizant, to be aware. But to get to that point may take a little while, like some trial and error. Did you always have this idea about money, or was it something that you learned? Because for me, like the vibe you give me, it seems as if you were just right on it from a very young age. Did you have people like pour into you and teach you the principles early, or did you just learn this on your own?
It's actually interesting because this is a subsequent reality of what I learned before. And what I learned before is about energy, really. So, and love. And so when you believe in love and when you believe that these positive energies are multiplying in many different ways, and that creates your wealth and that creates your abundance, then everything else is falling into place. And, you know, thinking back, I actually grew up behind the Iron Curtain in Europe. And, you know, thinking back, even though everybody was in a sandwich, we actually were always on the top of that sandwich. We lived really well. We lived a very comfortable life. And I think part of the reason being is because my parents also have this very positive thinking. So I actually absorbed it with them and with the household. There was nothing that was impossible. I don't think that they understood that word, what impossible means. So they converted I am possible, right? Just like Audrey Hepburn said. And so that is definitely, you know, something very fortunate for me. But at the same time, you know, I was actually exposed through my grandparents and then subtly through my godparents to God. And then so God is all about abundance, all about love, all about, you know, just be happy, right?
Be happy, at peace.
And then so once you change your view from this gratitude, this unhappiness or whatever as many people are going through, especially because of the pandemic that we went through, you know, the past 2 years. And once you start finding the little happinesses, the little moments, the little sparks, you know, that's when you suddenly change your energy as well. And then everything else is shifting because suddenly you start seeing the opportunities that were there all along. And now you're able to attract them, able to attract the people in your life. You know, all of it is coming to you, which then translates into the overall abundance that we were all born into. And, you know, last time we talked about that, you know, if God loves us so much, of course, He wants us to be happy. He wants us to do well. And it's not just a financial thing, it's everything. It's relationships, it's, you know, family, it's about health, all of it, right? So, because in all truth, you know, health is your wealth. That's your number one,
Absolutely.
right? And then everything else follows. So for me, it's not a simple black and white answer in terms of, yes, it was always part of my life. It's a journey. Like we are on a journey. We are learning nonstop, right?
Absolutely.
And last time when I was here in April, we talked about let go. Like that was a journey as well, you know, learning that. And that's also an abundance because suddenly you are free. And that freedom is just, whoa. That's a whole different level as well. So like I said, everything. And today, for instance, Evie and I went to an amazing lavender farm just to, you know, soak in the sunshine, soak in nature, and you actually have the lavender in your logo. And it was just beautiful. Like everything, if you really look out there, we are surrounded with beauty.
So
we
much
are
beauty.
surrounded by love. So just absorb it, make it your own, and everything else falls into place.
Embrace it. I love that. I think that's beautiful. About a round of applause for that. Pearls of wisdom. I wanted to also ask you about venture that you're involved in. Can you tell us a little bit about the book series?
Absolutely, and thank you for asking. So our mutual good friend, Randy Goodman, and I partnered maybe 1.5, almost 2 years ago, actually. She has helped almost 200 people to become international #1 bestsellers with her success series, Empowering Women to Succeed. And even though the title suggests empowering women to succeed, we want to see everyone succeed.
Right.
Okay. And so in those series, we actually invite people who are change makers, who have a story to tell. And they want to share their wisdom, they want to share their knowledge to uplift others and to help others to grow as well.
Right.
So some people look at it, okay, it's a therapy as they overcome, and some people look at it, okay, this is their teaching and so on. We want to provide them a platform to share that message and again create that beautiful tsunami of goodwill and love,
Right.
if you want to call it, out there. And so last year we launched our first book together, which was Legacy, and of course it went to international #1 bestseller as anticipated. And the end of this year we are actually going to launch something that is something incredibly exciting. And this is going to be a coffee table book, hardcover design, colored inside out, and we only invited change makers. We really wanted to make sure that we feature people who are truly giving back to their community. They are activists and they are really living what they are preaching, right? And so the book is titled Leaders with Impact. So we are going to launch it in November, and then the actual celebration party is going to be in December, and we are so looking forward to it.
That is excellent. Now, how can people get involved in this project?
Well, if you are interested, we would like to have a discussion to make sure that you are the right fit. And if you have a really good story to tell, and if you are a beautiful person who is there to serve others, then we would love to provide you the platform and show you how you can take this to the next level. At the same time, we actually involved also a PR person who's an award-winning PR person, so they will help you to propel with your business. And we included a lot of perks that actually are giving back to you because we do it with love. So if anyone is interested, please reach out to me. And the best way to reach me is usually through Facebook. And I go by my own name, Eni Oszlai, so very easy. And even though I'm also on LinkedIn, please reach out to me on Facebook. Or if it's okay to share my phone number.
Absolutely.
So it's 416-543-6127. Again, it's 416-543-6127.
Excellent. Eni, thank you so much for sharing again some great information on how to, take back your life. And, money isn't the focus of life, but it sure helps when you have a better understanding of the abundance and how you can get to the next level. And, God blesses us bountifully every single day, but we need to have the right attitude to understand how to pull those blessings down. So thank you again for the great reminders.
My pleasure, and thank you so much for inviting me back.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome. I hope you come back again. Eni Oszlai, everyone. Follow her on social media.